Have you ever felt a tiny voice inside you, afraid to speak up? Or maybe you've seen a friend who needed a little help finding their courage. We're going on a journey to a magical place called the Mountain of Brave Voices, and our guide is none other than the legendary warrior, Mulan. Imagine a towering mountain, its peak hidden in the clouds. It's not just any mountain. It's a place where fears are faced and voices are found. At the foot of this mountain, a group of children gathers, their faces a mix of excitement and nervousness. Among them is a little girl named Andi. Andi is bright and full of ideas, but sometimes her words get stuck in her throat, like butterflies afraid to fly. Then, a figure appears, strong and gentle. It's Mulan. She isn't wearing her armor today. Instead, she wears a warm smile. She looks at the children and says, "Welcome, brave adventurers. Today, we climb not just with our feet, but with our hearts. The mountain of brave voices is waiting for us, and on its slopes, we will learn to let our own voices ring out, clear and true." The climb begins. The path is winding and a little steep. At the first rest stop, Mulan gathers everyone. She points to a little bird trying to fly from its nest. "See that?" she says. "It's a little scared, but it knows it has wings. We all have wings, our voices. Sometimes we just need a little nudge to use them." A boy named Leo whispers, "But what if I say something silly? What if no one listens?" Mulan kneels down to his level. "Leo, every voice matters. Your thoughts are treasures. Speaking them is an act of courage. And courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about being afraid and doing it anyway. Let's make a pact. Here, we listen with kindness. There are no silly ideas, only brave ones." As they continue, they reach a part of the path shrouded in a thick, gray mist. The mist whispers doubts and fears. "You're not good enough," it seems to hiss. "Stay quiet." Andi shivers, pulling her jacket tighter. She remembers the time she wanted to share an idea in class but stayed silent, afraid others would laugh. Mulan stops the group. "This is a fog of fear," she explains calmly. "It tries to make us small, but we have a secret weapon against it: stories." She turns to Andi. "Andi, can you tell us about a time you felt happy?" Andi hesitates. Her heart pounds, but then she looks at Mulan's encouraging eyes and the curious faces of her new friends. She takes a deep breath and begins to speak. She tells them about the time she built a magnificent kite with her grandpa, how it soared so high it looked like a tiny speck in the blue sky. As she speaks, her voice grows stronger, more confident. And a strange thing happens. With every word, the mist around them seems to thin, letting a little more sunlight through. Inspired by Andi, other children start sharing their stories. Leo talks about winning a race. Another girl, Maya, describes a beautiful song she wrote. Each story is a burst of light, pushing back the fog of fear. They learn that their experiences, their truths, have power. They turn what was once a scary silence into a vibrant chorus of shared moments. The path becomes clearer, and their steps become lighter. Further up, they come to a chasm, too wide to jump across. A single, wobbly rope bridge is the only way. Fear creeps back in. Mulan doesn't just tell them to cross. She says, "We will build a bridge of support. We will cross together." She goes first, and as she walks, she calls back words of encouragement. Then, she has the children work as a team. One child holds a rope steady while another crosses. They shout, "You can do it!" and "We've got you!" to each other. Andi is nervous as her turn comes. The bridge sways, but then she hears Leo's voice from the other side. "You told us your kite story. Andi, if you can make a kite fly that high, you can do this." She sees Maya giving her a thumbs up. Feeling their support, Andi takes a step, then another. She realizes that her courage isn't just inside her. It's all around her, held up by her friends. Bravery isn't a solo act. It grows when we lift each other up. When the last child is safely across, they cheer. They didn't just cross a chasm. They conquered a challenge as a team. They learned that leadership isn't always about being at the front. It's about helping everyone get to the other side. Mulan smiles proudly. "You see, when one of us is scared, the rest of us can be their courage." That's the heart of teamwork. Finally, they reach the summit. The view is breathtaking. The world stretches out below them, vast and beautiful. There's a circle of smooth, ancient stones at the peak. Mulan calls it the circle of confidence. "You've climbed the mountain," she says. "You faced the mist and crossed the chasm. Now, it's time to let your brave voices echo." She invites them to stand in the circle and share something they learned, a dream they have, or a hope for the future. This time, there's no hesitation. Leo speaks up, saying he wants to be a scientist and discover new stars. Maya sings a line from her song, her voice clear and sweet. Then it's Andi's turn. She steps into the circle, standing tall. She looks at her friends, at Mulan, and takes a deep breath. "I learned that my voice is a gift," she says, her words ringing out across the mountaintop. "And it's strongest when I use it to help others feel brave, too. I want to be a storyteller, to share stories that help people feel less alone." As she finishes, the sun breaks through the clouds completely, bathing the peak in a warm, golden light. It feels like the mountain itself is applauding them. They all feel it a new strength, a quiet confidence that they will carry back down the mountain and into their lives. The journey down is filled with laughter and chatter. The children who were once quiet and hesitant are now sharing ideas for new adventures. They've discovered that the mountain of brave voices wasn't just a place on a map. It was a journey within themselves. Through Mulan's guidance, they learned that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. They learned that kindness is the soil where confidence grows, and that empathy is the glue that holds a team together. Andi discovered the most important lesson of all. True bravery isn't just about finding your own voice. It's about creating a space where everyone feels safe enough to find theirs. So, the next time you feel that butterfly of fear in your stomach, remember Andi and the mountain of brave voices. Remember that your story matters, your ideas are valuable, and your voice deserves to be heard. And just as importantly, listen for the voices of others. Be their Mulan. Offer a kind word, a listening ear, a hand to hold. Because when we help others shine, our own light grows brighter, too. Courage, like a beautiful echo, comes back to you when you send it out into the world. Thanks so much for joining us on this adventure today. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of courage and kindness. We'd love to hear about a time you found your brave voice, so share your story in the comments below. Until next time, keep climbing.